What's going on, guys? I know it's been a while. I was honestly on a huge kick for Titanfall, and then I really got into stocks. Yeah, I know. The Reddit bug has bit me. I've been on Reddit for a super long time. WSB, yeah, I used to check it out, but never used to take it seriously. But honestly, that whole thing just showed me how bad I was at keeping track of my finances. I think it's super important, guys. I think if you even if you don't get into stocks, I don't think that's the important part. Is just managing your finances, learning about money. Yeah, because there's just too many easy ways for you to be parted with it. And the thing is, you also have to look at the potential for your money. If you don't look at the potential for it, you're going to be missing out. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And now it's all about Titanfall. So let's make some gains here. What are we going to be doing in this game? We're going to be taking out campers. Maybe just one. Maybe one or two. But honestly, like this, I'm like, okay, I already don't like you. I am going to be keeping an eye on you. Anybody who camps like that will be back to the same spot. I guarantee it. Blind grenade? Nothing. That's fine. We're just going to continue on. This game was super casual. You're going to see when I flip it, because I get super annoyed. When somebody really annoys me, I completely change my game. And you guys are going to see some of those things. And what you guys are really going to see is half the things I complain about from the people who just seem to do it all the time. Camping with your Titans, using meta weapons. It's not the meta weapons that just get me in particular. It's things like the Spitfire. You know, if somebody wants to cruise around with a car, great. You know, but I'm going to put on my alternator and then we're going to have a real battle. I like this. We ended up getting a pretty good juke. I knew he saw me. He did not want to chase. This is something I've done before. 1, 2. I bought myself like an extra 3 seconds. You can see I contemplate going back into the bush. I would not have had enough time. There just was not enough time. I would have just died. This is what pissed me off. When this guy killed me with a Spitfire from this tower. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to be a huge dick. If you want to know if I'm being a huge dick, watch how I play my Ion. If you start seeing me post up a lot more, you know I'm in it to win it. Because the Titans standing back in the field makes them 10 times stronger. You get your buddy back there, you know, now it's 200 times stronger. You get a second Titan, one pilot, 300 times stronger. My heater just kicked in. Don't worry about that. It's been minus 30 average here in the mornings. You know, it goes down to like 20s. Before 8 a.m., it has hit minus 40 here. Like, it is ridiculous over here right now. Are you seriously back here? Shake my head. If he comes back up here, I'm definitely going to try to laser him. So yeah, it's ridiculously cold here. Woo! That was a spicy grenade, though. This same guy? Okay, my serious class right here. So I'm like, I'm going to do some damage with this Titan. I think that this is the kind of group that's going to try to take it at the end, so I want to get a little bit of a lead early. So yeah, key Titan gameplay is keeping it in the back. It's just so much stronger. All the weapons do less damage. All the weapons that do hurt take longer to get to you, like the Thunderbolt, the Archer. All these things lose strength the further away I get from you. And I think it's a highly annoying strategy. You can literally hang out here for a long time because it just gives you so much area to actually see. There are a lot of these spots that will just let you do so much with your Titan. And this isn't even the worst level. If anything, this is one of the worst levels for this, especially for the Ion. There are levels where you can do this so much better. On Homestead, Ion is stupid. In the middle of the map, on top of that hill, I was working on this video. It was places to park your Titan. And it just went over all the stupidly strong spots you can put your Titan. For the most part, it's always in the outskirts of the map. That's just the reality of it. You know, again, this game had so many problems in regards to camping and how much better it was than some of the things. So like for pilots, the Spitfire, you know, weapons that don't require mobility at all, the R101, things like that, made being stationary so much stronger. It's nice to have weapons like the alternator and all these things, but realistically speaking, peeking and just shooting one of these guns is going to be almost better than all your mobility if you're playing competent people. Now, if you throw a whole bunch of team of speedsters, that's changed the dynamics. A lot of change in dynamics, but for general pub games, camping is still one of the strongest strategies you're able to do in this game. And I like talking about them because they're interesting, because you also want to try to learn to crack them. It takes coordination. Yeah, the better player is going to win, all these arguments, but head to head, everybody can agree that in this game, peaking is still extremely strong versus the mobility. How did we get on this subject? It just comes up because that's what hardcore games turn into. I have to be more passive. That's just the way it is. Is this guy really going to come here? Little 2-for-1 slot there. I think I got the better end of this deal. Oh, am I going to catch him? Oh, I can't believe I messed that up. Okay. Oh, I should have watched the replay. That sword just launched me. If that wouldn't have got me, I think I would have had a pretty good chance of getting that pilot. So yeah, guys, I got all this stuff going on, so I may not be as frequent as I actually thought. Like, the love for this game has not died. But I've done a lot. I've done a lot in this game. It doesn't excite me in quite the same way, and I mean that in video games in general. You know, maybe it's just a different chapter in my life, or it could just be that it's getting old, right? I haven't found any other game. Like, I was playing a lot of League of Legends. Even when I started playing this again, I was still playing League. I've recently stopped. I think it comes down to, like, what are you getting out of a game? When I think this was one of the other things that triggered me as well. We're still a little bit behind as well. Yeah, but it's like, what are you getting out of a game? And sometimes you're not actually getting what you want. You end up playing a game just out of sheer routine, and, you know, I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to. If I'm enjoying it, great. If I'm not, I'm not. And, you know, if that ends up interrupting the channel, so be it, guys. You know, if my heart isn't in it, my head isn't in it, it's just not doable. I enjoyed this game just because I wanted to pound some guys that I thought were being pretty cheap at one point. Anybody to laser? Yeah, when you start getting a lot of Titans, you never want to drop your Titan. Yes, Titans are amazing, but not when you're going up against multiple Titans. It just makes you almost a free Titan. What you want to do is whittle them down, drop your Titan so you can finish them off with the last shot and work up that core extra fast. That's the winning strategy. You know what? I really want to do that Park Titans because I want to end this with something really hardcore and just kind of exploit all the things that make this game, I guess, what it is. Because that's where we're at. I guess we are just at that stage. Once you get past 3 years, you know, that's what you're going to see. Because there's definitely two sides. There's a super hardcore side and then there's the fun side. I still find that there's a huge split to the hardcore side, about 70-30. You know what? That's probably a little low. I'd say about 80-20. 80 being hardcore, 20 being like fun players. And you know what? The thing is that what I consider fun is the mobile player. Those are the fun players. People who keep this game like what it is, an arcade shooter. I've had a few good one-on-ones with pilots, Titans. We'll actually end up making some contact. We'll be like, yes, me and you will run to a corner of the map and do some one-on-one fights in the middle of a pub, and that's actually pretty fun. Oh, that gunfight went pretty long. So where are we? We're still a little bit behind. I need to land more lasers. Whenever I'm behind, I'm like, yep, more lasers will fix this. That's the whole story behind Ion. Just hit more lasers. Close one. Definitely get rid of that. Whose is that? I didn't get to see the name. Was it the same guy that was camping on the tower? Alright, now we're really making ground. And this is a really common spot. Oh, no you didn't. Give me those missiles and throw it at your buddy. I didn't get much, but I want to get a little bit of both. But this guy didn't end up actually getting out of the way, so I'll just keep taking the Monarch. You got to take out those Monarchs early on. You don't want them building up on you. Oh, I consider myself so lucky. I hate looking a tone in the eye when I'm in the middle of an ejection. Never a good feeling. Whoo! Playing with fire looking at this guy. Good stuff. Where's this guy? Right here. Super close still. I got my Titan. I have an extra battery. I feel pretty good. I never switched classes out, eh? Well, that's because I ejected and got my Titan again, though. Yeah, I was going to say I should be jumping out. I spent so much energy there. There we go. That worked out for the best. Okay, we have the lead. I have a core. They have 1 Titan. -1 sentry. Feeling pretty good right now. Dome shields are OP, I'm telling you. As a pilot, as a Titan, use your teammates' dome shields. Use opposing people's dome shields. Dome shields are the great equalizer. But this game, I don't even know why I wanted to show it off. Oh yeah, it was just because of the camper. That's the whole reason. I'm like, stop camping. It just pisses me off. And that's when I end up bringing kits like this and actually using them, so keep it up. Keep up the camping, and you're going to get the alternator. That's the new rule. You camp, you get the alternator. You camp, you get the ion. You camp in the back with a group of your buddies, and I'll probably just lose the game because that's the way it is. It's so hard to fight. I don't care who you are. Those groups, I hate you. But you know what? What I do notice is that for the groups that are really hard camping, if you can just break them once or twice, you break that formation, you have the advantage again. But you have to try to crack them there and then. Because if you let them just comfortably sit in the back or keep just giving them opportunities, as in they're already in the back, and you try to go in with a single Titan and just get blown up, giving them core, giving their Monarchs more shields, all that stuff, it's not good. And the reason it's not good is because I hate to see people like that win for once, so don't help them at all. I know you want to kill them as bad as I do, but we got to play those ones smart. We can't let these campers win. And this is one of these things right here. That at the end there, you know, I would normally have just let that guy get on my back so we could eject and do something in the air. But at that point I was like, no, I just like backhand him. I'm like, I'm not even fooling around. And I don't even know if that's for the better. I like the competitive edge of it, but there's, you know, the other things we talked about. So gameplay may differ. And I've had some teams that just trick me, and I can't help but laugh at myself because they start off with like meme weapons, and I swear to God they get to like around 500 points, and all of a sudden I see weapons change. I see Titans go all the way to the backfield. I see like the Titans actually change. They're like, no more Scorch, turning to Ronin, turning to North Star in the back of the map. And then they take the game, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess fun time's over. I guess I'll put away my SMR now. Oh, you guys. Anyways, I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing next time. I may put together, because I do already have the cuts of just some of those spots. Ooh, nice ejection. I do already have the cuts for those games, or for that video. So we could do something like that if you guys are interested in just more hardcore Titan gameplay. So that's something we can pick up. We'll probably do some community clips as well and all that other stuff. So, you know, stay tuned. I won't be away for that long. Don't worry. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Again, thank you all for joining me. Paper, cut to you. And I'll see you all next time.